Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host Thomas Tyree from On the Hot Podcast. Today, this will be the Combat Series episode number 46 for you guys today. Of course, this episode is going to be coming out on all four of our platforms: our Instagram account, our Facebook account, our YouTube account, and our Apple Podcast account. So let's go ahead and dive into the first segment of the Combat Series this week. I'll be sharing my thoughts on Ryan Garcia defeating Devin Haney. So this will be my fight summary on the fight that took place last night in the sport of boxing. We saw Ryan Garcia defeat Devin Haney by majority decision last night in the sport of boxing to pick up the biggest win of his career. Now, the question that a lot of people out there watching and listening might have is Ryan Garcia world champion now? Leading up to this fight, the super lightweight title, Devin Haney super lightweight WBC world title, was supposed to be on the line. But the day before Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney's weigh-in, Ryan Garcia did not make the targeted weight of 140 pounds. He weighed in at 143 pounds, missed weight by 3 pounds. The fight still went on as planned, but Ryan Garcia became ineligible to win the prestigious WBC world title. Nonetheless, he still went on to win the biggest fight of his young boxing career. So my thoughts on the fight: I am truly shocked. I am still truly mind blown that Ryan Garcia went in there, dismantled and dominated Devin Haney for a total of 12 rounds, won this fight by not even depending on a knockout. He outclassed Devin Haney. He outboxed Devin Haney for 12 rounds. And he sent Devin Haney to the canvas not once, not twice, but 3 times in this fight. Devin Haney's never been dropped in his boxing career. And Ryan Garcia did that 3 times in the boxing ring last night. And if you want my honest opinion, this fight was a pure belt-to-ass treatment. Because Ryan Garcia had the fundamentals. He was faster. He was stronger. Cut the ring off and outboxed a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter and Devin the Dream Haney. And this is mind-blowing to me because this is something that was not supposed to happen. And Ryan Garcia made me eat my words. I called him a B-plus fighter on the podcast last week. I fully apologize for it. You changed my perception on you, Ryan Garcia. The fact that he had this performance when everybody thought that he was going through things, he didn't look like he was ready to get in the ring with an A-plus fighter in Devin Haney, drinking at the weigh-ins. He shocked the whole entire world and had the best performance of his young boxing career last night. Hats off to Ryan Garcia. But my thoughts on this for Devin Haney: I really think that Devin Haney's been exposed. And what I mean by that is when Devin Haney's not fighting comfortably, pushing for jabs and hitting 1-2 combinations, and he's not up on the judges' scorecards fighting comfortably, and he has to come back into the fight, this is the outcome you may get. And I'm not taking anything away from Devin Haney. His resume speaks for itself. He's a former undisputed champion, 2-division world champion. But you look at his best wins: beating George Kambosos twice, Regis Prograis, and Vasily Lomachenko. You look at that, George Kambosos doesn't have any power. And Regis Prograis and Vasily Lomachenko are both in their 30s, with Devin Haney being very young when he was 24, 25 years of age when he fought those 2 respective fighters. When Devin Haney has to step into the ring and face somebody that's faster than him, stronger than him, has explosive power punches, and it's his age, this is the outcome you're going to get. And that's a question mark for me moving forward for Devin Haney, because against a powerful puncher that is not 8 to 10 years older than him, this is a problem. And I think this could be the outcome you get every time. Those things, like I said again, someone that's faster than him, stronger than him, close in age range, and packs a punch. This outcome that you saw might happen every time Devin Haney gets in the ring with somebody like that. But there's something else I need to address too. My thoughts on the judges' scorecards: whoever scored the fight, whatever judge scored the fight, 112 in favor of a draw, never needs to call a boxing fight ever again. Because yes, it was, I wouldn't say it was close, but even though Ryan Garcia landed those 3 knockdowns, Devin Haney was still landing some punches in between the fight, which was giving him a chance to still win this fight. But to call this a draw was absolutely a joke. And you can't take away somebody possibly winning the biggest fight of their career like this, calling the fight a draw, because it would have been one of the biggest robberies in boxing history. I mean, Devin Haney didn't suffer, I don't know if he did suffer a broken jaw or not, but his face was swelled up at the end of the fight like the man had an allergic reaction or a broken jaw. So when someone looks clean as a daisy like Ryan Garcia, someone's face is puffed up like that. You mean to tell me you call that a draw? I was not buying that. I'm glad they got it done. They gave Ryan Garcia the win because he truly deserved it last night. One thing I need to say about Ryan Garcia moving forward, he needs to stay with Derrick James. Derrick James is his trainer, and Derrick James, I've said countless times on this podcast, is one of the best trainers in the sport of boxing today. You look at his track record, how he helped Errol Spence become a unified world champion at the welterweight division. He helped Jermell Charlo become an undisputed champion at the super welterweight division. The man has a good resume, but last year he had a bad year in the terms of the coaching department. Errol Spence losing the biggest fight of his career, Jermell Charlo having that stinker performance against Canelo. But now he has saved Ryan Garcia, because now Ryan Garcia has one of the best trainers in the sport of boxing. He now has that signature chuck left hook. He now has improved his accuracy. He still has that quick hand speed, and now you're seeing some things from Ryan Garcia that he's improved to the point where he could be a legitimate threat now in the sport of boxing. And even though that ugly shoulder roll, that he has trying to be like Floyd as defensively, it works, because he had Devin Haney frustrated the whole entire fight last night. He kept turning his body, basically getting into a shell formation to protect himself from Devin Haney's shots. But I like the collaboration that's going on between Ryan Garcia and Derrick James right now. You can see a more comfortable, more relaxed, and an improved Ryan Garcia in the ring now. But what's next for Ryan Garcia? Now we know that the cat is out of the bag. Ryan Garcia has been struggling to make weight for a long time at previous weight classes. Yes, the rehydration clause with Gervonta Davis last year and the catch weight, he did have to drop down to 136. You guys know my opinion on that. I think that was a fair fight for Gervonta and Ryan Garcia, both being on the same playing field. And I don't think that night his performance would have changed if he was comfortable like he was against Devin Haney, because Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney are two different fighters, and especially in the speed department. But we know that Ryan Garcia can no longer make weight at 140. And if you guys look at his last two fights, when he fought Oscar Duarte in December, it was a catchweight fight at 143. He never made 140. And he didn't make 140 against Devin Haney, made 143 again. So it looks like he's not going to be at the super lightweight division anymore. Following his victory against Devin Haney, he has said that he's going to move up to the welterweight division. So I think he could fight guys like Jaron Ennis. He could fight Conor Benn. He could fight Josh Taylor, who should be moving up to 147 very soon, or Mario Barrios in the future for Ryan Garcia. He's actually welcome to fight against Sebastian Fundora all the way at the super welterweight division at 154 pounds. I don't know if that will happen or not, but looks like Ryan Garcia will be moving up in weight once again. So what's next for Devin Haney? Now, Devin Haney is still the super lightweight champion, the super lightweight WBC world champion at the 140-pound division following his loss to Ryan Garcia. Now, if Ryan Garcia actually made the weight, he would be a world champion right now. But the fact that he didn't, Devin Haney still remains the WBC world champion. Now, looking at Devin Haney now, he still has 31 wins and now has his first loss to add to his resume. But it's not the end of the world for Devin Haney. He still has a bright future, only 25 years of age. He's already a two-division world champion, former undisputed champion. This happens in boxing. Now, everybody can't have that picture-perfect, happy ending that Floyd did, finishing his career undefeated. It's going to be hard for anybody to do that nowadays in the sport of boxing. And if you can do it, you're lucky. But it's okay for Devin Haney. It's not the end of the world. And I do believe that he should pursue a Ryan Garcia rematch down the line, not immediately, and I think he's going to have to wait for it, because if you jump into a rematch with Ryan Garcia It was already a 55-45 split in the beginning. Now Ryan Garcia is the clear A side between the two because he won the first fight. He's going to ask for the fight at welterweight. And if the fight happened at welterweight, I feel like it would be more dangerous. And I feel like Ryan Garcia would even possess more power, having to get up to 147, and it would knock out Devin Haney in the rematch. So I think these two guys will fight again in the future, maybe down the line in a few years. They're very young. Don't be surprised if we see this down the line. But immediately, I don't think Devin Haney should pursue this. And I think he's got some things to work on in terms of the speed department and how to be a good counter puncher with someone with speed, athleticism, and in your age range. So I think he has to address those things before fighting a Ryan Garcia or even a Gervonta Davis or a Shakur Stevenson in the near future. So I think that Devin Haney should fight his mandatory Sador Martin for the WBC world title at 140 and look to unify the titles in the super lightweight division from here on out. Trying to fight guys like Matias or Pitbull Cruz or Teofimo Lopez, try to unify the titles at the division. But those are my thoughts on Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. That is my fight summary on that fight.